Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you. All is well in Hunterville.
So your girl Wendy Williams definitely knows how to keep her name buzzing since the show is currently on a break. She's doing her press runs and still being spotted by the paparazzi. You know, Wendy doing what Wendy knows how to do best. Well, she did the Sway in the Morning show recently, and guess who else she recently met up with? Andy Cohen, and she did an interview with him. Not the interview she did on her show on the Purple Couch. This time she interviewed with him with Sirius XM, and your girl Wendy admitted that she lied to us all. So y'all remember back in 2017 in September, Wendy said that there was a weird story going around about her husband and that she was a straight shooter, pow pow.
It's some sort of weird story going around the internet regarding my husband. Now look, I'm a straight shooter, pow pow. All you gotta do is Google him and you see the story. You can believe what you want, but okay. All is well in Hunterville. Don't believe the hype. And if there was hype, believe me, I would let you know.
Child, well, it turns out that Wendy knew and has known for years. Now, y'all remember when the Daily Mail completed their one-year investigation and released pictures of Kelvin and Sharina living together, working out together, dining together? Well, Wendy claims that this wasn't news to her because she already had her own pictures. Not only did she have her own pictures, but she came on national TV and lied about it. Now, Wendy claims that the reason for her quote-unquote betrayal, aka lying to the masses, was to save her son from the embarrassment. But child, let me tell you this, your son was not a little kid. All he had to do was Google the information. Like, you could have just come out and told the truth, sis. Or better yet, just say, I declined to comment. You know you good at saying that one, sis. Child, this interview with Andy Cohen further proves that it was the baby that broke everything off. I honestly think and believe that Wendy knew about Sharina and knew that there was nothing she could do about it, and she didn't want the general public, meaning y'all, to know anything about what was going on and have her looking stupid. Wendy could deny, but once that baby came into play, the gig was up. Y'all take a listen to this.
When you were in the middle of the heat, and I know you're still in it a little bit, but when the Daily Mail was all over you every single day and all over your ex specifically, and saying he was living this secret life and stuff, and you're going in and doing your show, and you're doing Hot Topics, how hard was that for you not to respond to what was going on or what you were going through?
Very difficult, and I will shout out to Morel, my makeup artist, who would cover my puffy eyes.
Because you were crying every day.
And he's been with me since my 6-week sneak peek, and he, I'd come in, my eyes would be puffy from crying. I would do the show.
And was there a part of you that wanted to respond to it?
I knew that I would, but I had to get my ducks in a row. It's like I knew a lot of things for years.
Right.
You see,
you knew about this double life.
I knew a lot of things for years, but my son was at home. It wasn't fair to him. I'm not going to grab his hand and flee the scenes and move zip codes. Now he has to move high schools and stuff like that. He's just making friends. So now he's away in college. And the person that I am now is very single because he's not living with me. He goes to school in Miami.
If the Daily Mail had not reported on that and taken those paparazzi pictures of him with the double life,
I would have known anyway. I had my own.
But do you think you would still be in it?
My marriage?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I don't know.
Well, John, he's out of his mind. John,
100%. We learned that in the game earlier.
Rescue 911.
Yeah,
no, dear.
Yeah.
No, I can take a lot, but I'm not raising a family. And I'm not.
So in previous videos, I discussed her husband, Kelvin, and yes, I'm going to continue to call him Kelvin. I swear every video I do, there's a bitter Betty in the comments telling me that I don't know his name. His mama named him Kelvin, so I'm going to call him Kelvin. To clear up any confusion, click on the link in the upper right hand corner of this video, and y'all will see where we proved that months ago. Okay, so moving right along, Kelvin was living a double life, living a few days with Wendy and a few days with Sharina, and obviously Wendy was with it. It wasn't until Love B. Scott did his piece on Sharina being pregnant that prompted Wendy to get her own investigation. How they say the investigator went out to Sharina and Kelvin's humble abode to get proof on Sharina being pregnant. Child, well, after Wendy went and got her own investigation, things began to take a downward spiral for your girl Wendy. Wendy, who claims she never fractured or broke a bone before in her life, comes to work in an arm sling. Prior to that, she's falling over the crowd. Wendy starts missing shows and all of her correspondence change from Wendy Williams to Wendy Hunter. Nick Cannon says that Kelvin, Lil Kev, and Wendy are all doing just fine. Nobody has seen or heard from Wendy, including her staff. Well, after her hiatus, she comes back. Everything seems all well until Wendy comes on her show and begins to cry. Now, the Daily Mail was going to put out a story on Wendy, proving that she was living in the sober facility. Wendy decides to jump ahead of the story and tell her own truth. Not too long after that, the baby is born. Then Wendy is found drunk, leaving her studio, has to be taken to the hospital and pumped with what they call a banana bag of IV fluid. Child, so it's now Babygate. Everybody's talking about this little baby. Everybody but Wendy. Not too long after that, Wendy decides to file for divorce. Child, all of this is making my head hurt. Now, you see Wendy Williams was going through all of this stuff, and you could see why she would possibly relapse. But let Wendy tell it, she never relapsed.
That's what he said.
Basically.
Yeah, you got a mature young man in your hands. Congratulations. How are you doing? I've been wanting to hug you.
No. Well, no.
No, can't do the hug.
No.
Don't like Cancer Man.
No. How am I doing? I'm doing well.
You doing well?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we concerned. I saw everything you went through from
lymphedema,
the relapse to.
There was no relapse. No.
Okay. Well,
no.
How would you?
And I have lymphedema.
How? Sweet.
Believe me, I can tell you this, I honestly don't believe anything that's coming out of Wendy Williams' mouth at this point. In Wendy's own words, she had to be followed by a sober coach. If all is well with your soul, as the church folks used to say, why were you there, sis? Then Wendy told Sway that she found out and wanted to get a divorce 3 to 4 months ago, but then you tell Andy Cohen that you've known for years, like, make up your mind.
No, I want a divorce like yesterday. Okay. I want a divorce like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever I found out. It's like I knew a lot of things for years.
Right.
You see?
You knew about this double life?
I knew a lot of things for years.
In my opinion, there's way too many inconsistencies within Wendy Williams' story. I was rooting for her, but at this point, it's all becoming just too much. It all started when Wendy said, if there's anything going on, believe me, I would let you know. I didn't believe her then. Wendy had a hard time keeping her eyes on the camera, kept looking down. She knew they were all lies and sis was hurting, but sis still continued to do her hot topics and try to get in everyone else's business. And Roseanne checked her when she told her this.
Well, I don't like talking about husbands, right, Wendy?
Well, I don't mind talking about husbands. I don't mind. He's fabulous.
It's really hard for Wendy Williams to be on a show that she claims keeps it real when she can't keep it real with not only herself, but keep it real with her fans as well. So before we even get further into this video, let me first issue this disclaimer. I still like Wendy. I may not like all of her antics or the lies that she's been telling lately. However, I do like her show, her tea, and the way she brings the tea. So before we get all hot and heated in these comments, let's be clear. I like Wendy. Now, what I don't like is how she played her friend or acquaintance, Karen Hunter. Wendy called her, got on her show, and said absolutely nothing. You owe this woman an apology because you've gotten on Sway, you've revealed tea, you've gotten on Andy, you've revealed tea, and you got on Karen's show and told her that you reserved the right to say no comment. And you said no comment the entire time. Wendy, you know you're wrong. A lot of people were in my comment section saying they wanted to know what I felt about Wendy Williams saying she will not work with Kelvin Hunter. I actually believe that she's willing to work with Kelvin Hunter and she was going to work with him. However, when she heard the backlash, she decided to let you guys know it's not happening. Wendy, I just can't believe her. I honestly can't. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about this whole Wendy Williams situation? All of the lies, child, and when you continue to watch her show, leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Now, before I end this video, I want to tell you about a company called Ash Kicking. Now, you know your girl Chronicles would not promote a company without doing one of those thorough Chronicle Speaks investigations, honey, and Ash Kicking definitely passed the test. Y'all make sure to check out ashkicking.com for one of the best 100% natural home fragrance and beauty products, honey, and use my code Chronicles at checkout for an extra 15% off just for you. Also, make sure to check out X Moisture, which is a 100% organic moisturizer that destroys all your skin problems. Eczema, dry skin, rosacea, you name it, they got you covered. They also have before and after pictures. Check them out at www.xmoisture.com and tell them your girl Chronicles sent you. And before you go, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, like this video, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.